Recording. Okay. This is Nancy and Gordon, and we're going to be talking about a Taylor Family Association family group collaboration. And to begin with, I'm going to share my screen. Oh, I didn't share. Do you see it?
Yep, I see it.
Great. Okay, so it looks like it's recording, so let's talk about it a little bit. So that first 7 items there are, I sat down, kind of talked about purposes for the collaboration, okay?
Okay.
So we'll just go through it, see what, and as I talk about it, see if there's other things that you think we maybe ought to do or embellish upon the idea, okay?
Okay.
So the first one is facilitating communication at the branch or limb level of the tree as opposed to the whole tree. So we're out there talking about a piece of the total organization. Okay.
Okay.
Then share family history and skills of the family members that are a part of the group.
Okay.
Okay. Some of them may have one interest or another and have one more strengths. Like, for example, one of the Taylors has been working with GMeet for a number of years. Feels very comfortable with that. They can share that with the group. The next one is collaborate and share on research projects. And these could be any level of research projects, like, for example, so one family needs to find a picture. Does anybody have this particular picture or picture that would convey this idea up from the family? Or they're working together on gathering information for a project that's going to cross multiple limb lines, okay? That's that idea, okay?
Okay.
The next thought was to support family activities and gatherings using the Taylor Family Association resources and technology. So what I was thinking about there was the value of Legacy Family Tree. We have a discount, 25% off, and looks like we are going to be able to use that Google Meet as a nonprofit. So it would be free to any persons that are a part of the family group, and we can use that. They can use that for smaller limb and branch studies or meetings. I don't know if there are other things along that line. Oh, the website itself maybe have some things that they will be of value to a particular group or family. Okay.
Okay.
Any thoughts about that? There may be more, but that's kind of where I was going with that. The other thing was together and share descendants and ancestral virtual information, i.e. the slicer information about birth, death, and marriages, and keep that up to date. Okay.
Okay. And
then the sixth thing was to encourage gathering and recording of family histories, both the living, which I'd like to stamp on, living, and the dead, and talk about that. As I was talking about with Alan White yesterday, he said he thought that it would be really valuable to have some kind of policies or encourage things that we would like to see as kind of a standard or a goal in this area. Like, we were talking about things like the biographical sketch, or how many pictures, the representation of pictures that we'd like to see. Some of those things that we've already talked about that need to be brought to the attention of the family collaboration group. Okay. And then the last thing was that managing of the watch of selected profiles on family search. And you know what that means is to kind of be gatekeeper and watch what's going on with the profile of the, in particularly the top line of where they're working, but maybe it would be several, it could be several lines that are in family search there. Okay, so what do you think?
Sounds good.
Those are the kind of things that I'd like to see done with that. Okay.
Okay.
Then the next point is that the group could define their own projects or things that they would like to accomplish beyond these general parameters that they would like to see done and talk about within a particular family. And it may be that, as in the case of Joseph Allen Taylor, Mary having 8 children who survived, that they maybe want to have little limbs that go off and do things together about a particular project or something that they're working on. And one of the gals that I talked to in Idaho was just saying, oh, Gordon, it's wonderful that you're talking about this because we're planning a family reunion at Grandpa's ranch here around the 4th of July. And the subject is family history.
There you go.
So, you know, what can we, you know, so it looks like with the discussion, we'll hopefully have this next week. All of them will be something that we would do. Okay, now the next items on those sheets are, this is kind of a straw man at an agenda. Maybe the initial agenda and then others could follow on, okay? But this is kind of a straw man looking at that agenda. And what I was proposing was introduce everybody and then have them kind of walk around the virtual table and share their interests or activities associated with this particular leaf and their particular skills that they have in family history in whatever ways they do. So we kind of get a framework of who we're talking to and what their interests are, okay?
Okay.
And then talk about what resources that are going to be, that are available through the association to help with the collaboration. And then talk about the family search changes that are impacting the Taylor Family Association. One of the